Autonomic motor neurons, which is your nervous system, consists of hypothalamus, which is known as the highest control center over the autonomic motor neurons that affects the activity of your visceral and or internal organs. Autonomic nervous system consists of hypothalamus of the brain, which is the center of maintaining a stability or homeostasis. Hypothalamus, the center of homeostasis, is continuously and unconsciously affect and fine-tunes your internal organs, like slowing it down or speeding up the activity to match your physical activity and energy requirements. What happens to your heart when you sleep? It slows down. What happens to your heart when you're running? It speeds up. These activities take place automatically and unintentionally to keep you alive, and you have no say over it, because your hypothalamus is dealing with it on its own without your help. If you're emotionally triggered, it activates your sympathetic system of fight, flight, and hide, or run and hide. Example is when you're frightened, your heart rate goes up, right? So your hypothalamus is influenced by emotional state because it is wired into your limbic system, which is the center of the emotions, and it also influences the hypothalamus, which, as I mentioned before, is the highest control center of the internal organs. So therefore, your emotions can affect your hypothalamus, which in turn can affect your gut, your internal organs, your heart rate, GI motility, salivation, and so on and so forth. I am saying this all so you understand how your body works. Amazing, right? Do you see the connection between your health and your gut? Knowing this, what would you choose to feed this intelligent system? Crab toxic food or whole foods? There are two types of autonomic motor neurons. Parasympathetic, which predominantly influences your internal organs during a state of quiet and rest and needs low energy, and it should be your dominant state of being. And then we have sympathetic system, which is influenced by stress and needs high energy, and it should be episodic. Sympathetics increases the activity of most internal organs to meet the increased energy demands associated with stress. That is why there is an increase in blood sugar, heart rate, and airways dilatation to provide more oxygen and nutrients to the active tissues like the muscles. Also, the breakdown of sugars and fats to make ATP, which is energy needed in the emergency situations of run and hide or fight and flight. In general, internal organs are innervated by both parasympathetic and sympathetic motor neurons, and it's called double or dual innervation. Once one system is at work, or in other words, the gas pedal is on, the other one has its brakes on. The two systems cannot be active at the same time. As I mentioned, in order for you to live a healthy life, you should be mostly in parasympathetic mode. When you're trying to lose weight, if you stress over it, it will activate the sympathetic system, which works against weight loss, which is a parasympathetic experience, because that is not its priority. What is? Fight, flight, and hide. This is a simplified version of what can happen in the body, but of course, there are other reasons behind activation and outcome of these systems, to name a few, including right nutrients, the need to have the right nutrients to create a balance between the two systems. Work with a practitioner that can help you understand your body's signals and can take you through a healthy and sustainable lifestyle.